Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's do a quick audio check. Let me know if you're hearing me loud and clear in the chat, please. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. No harm in us starting 6 minutes early, is there? I was going to wait till 8, but I'm ready to go, so we'll get started very shortly. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I'm not sure how far behind the audio is on the video, but if you guys can let me know a sort of picture out of 5, ignoring me obviously, just the general quality and the audio quality out of 5, that'd be great. And if you haven't dropped a hello already, drop a hello in the chat and we'll get through them and then we'll get started. So is Colin in here? Oh, loud and clear. Colin, have you donated today, or was this from last stream? I've got a super chat of 20 quid, but I can't. We'll get through hellos in a second. I just want to double check this so I don't get it wrong. Yeah, we'll replay that again because I think Colin donated just before the stream started, so right, let's do the hellos and we'll get started. So I'm just going to scroll from, let's start from the top here. So we've got Chris, Harry, Colin, Pete, Digger, Belmont, Nuts and Bolts, good evening, Sam M, good evening, Peter Hardwick, good evening, Samuel Ives, Tim JD, Sam M. I may have said some people's names twice. Let's scroll up a little bit more. See what else we got here. We've got Z Fantasy Trains. Thank you for tuning in. The Angels Share Model Railways. Good evening. Leslie. Good evening. Carl. Good evening. I think that's everyone for now. Oh, Anthony. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna stay hydrated. Feeling a lot better today, actually. Yeah, still waiting for the old test to come through, but I think you as a streaming catch up and behind actual time for me. Oh, it might be that my stream might be behind, I think is what the issue is, and then I'm reading the chat, but then it looks like I read it from a few minutes ago. But well, one of the first things to take, let's just hide this jar, let's put that up there for Colin. Thank you very much for the super chat. We'll come on to what we're buying next shortly. However, as you can, you actually probably can't see it on the screen. We'll move this penny out of the way and we'll bring the 25. If you guys remembered that the donations went towards the 25 last time I streamed, we now have that 25 because I think we got the total quite quickly actually. Hi Steve, hi David. Thank you all for tuning in. So, what we'll do is we'll start the pannier up. And we're just going to shuffle that. Where can we put this out of the way? Let's put it onto the main line for now, I think. And then what we'll do is we'll get the 25 down here. So let's bring this into shot. As you can see, all the trains are coming in and out of my scrapyard that I've been working on, and we're going to continue working on that later on tonight. I just wanted to show you guys the 25. Nuts and bolts with another $20. Sorry, I nearly said 20 quid. You are from across the pond, aren't you? I believe. Let's repeat the alert there. Thank you very much, Nuts and Bolts. So yeah, this is the 25 that everybody donated towards. So a huge thanks to everyone for that. We're gonna get it running around the layout shortly behind a whole rake of coal wagons that I've brought. Ron, good evening, mate. Oh, we've got some more people dropping in. Sorry if I haven't said hello to you. Hang on a second. Let's make sure we haven't missed anyone. Go Trains Go. That's a new name. Thank you for joining us tonight. Logan from Go Trains Go. Yes, thank you all for tuning in tonight. And Nuts and Bolts, huge thank you for the donation. I believe, well, let's jump to quickly what I'd like to get next. I don't think he's in here at the moment, but I would really like at the moment is a J94. So if you guys are up for that, then we'll try and find a good one. Not an Engage one, as Island Scenics nearly got me to buy last time. And we'll go for that, because I would quite like a J94. But yes, huge thanks to Nuts and Bolts for the donation. If I do see any pop up, I'll make sure I do the animations and whatnot. What's that? Right, so I'm just going to put us onto full cam quickly, just make sure you guys can still hear me. You should be able to get a fairly good view of the scrapyard from here. So what I'm going to do, if we leave the 25 there for a minute, I will then reverse the pannier. Let's move this 08 into the siding behind. Oh, you may see another new addition just here as well. Kev, good evening, mate. Tris, good evening. Brecknott, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Just doing some... hello Z, thank you for dropping in. So what we'll do is we'll move the pannier. This is Eric's London Transport pannier. Let's move this back out the way. Make sure I've got the direction right. Flymo Chairman, hello mate, thank you for dropping in. And we're gonna, that's all set, that's all set. I'm gonna get my pannier that's currently taking a rake of wagons round. New Junction, good evening mate, thank you for dropping in. Hope everybody's doing well. Switch it back to main camera quickly. So as you can see in the background there, that is, I can't remember how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, roughly 13 I think of those coal wagons. Each one has various levels of coal in them as well. And now I've got a whole lap of the track running, I can just leave that running in the background, which is nice. Which is the first time I've ever been able to do that on a live stream. Have trains continuously running. Hello Lee, hello Tim, thank you for dropping in. Can everybody still hear me alright? Are we all sounding good? So yeah, I'll let that run around the outside and we'll have a look at these new additions as well. Let's bring... This is the beauty of this, the Z21 app. Absolutely brilliant. You can control all of this at the same time. And all the points. I've got an extra box of 6 cobalts still to go in as well. So Actually, you know what? While Eric's here, shall we get the S stock running? Shall we get the, let's get some S stock running while Eric's joined us. So we'll put this one over the back there. Just get this train to move out the way. I haven't got 2 laps completed yet, so we're going to have to just do it one train at a time at the moment. But the pannier that you see at the back there, BR1 is going into the track that's not yet completed. It's all wired up. Actually, I don't even know if we've got enough room to fit that. Have we? Yes, we have, just. So then what we're going to want to do is start up the S stock. You might hear it as it comes past on the microphone, so I can only apologise for that. We've got the headlights on. Points all set. I'll put you into the full cam as well so you can see it a little bit better without my big head in the way. Good evening, YouTube Railway Modelers. Thank you for joining us. So while that's going round, with the amazing ability that this has, I'm going to move this pannier out the way and the 25 out the way, and we'll get on with some scenic stuff as well. Now you may also, I was about to say, Tim, you may also notice in the right hand side of the screen, bear with me a second, let's take that away. You may notice on the right hand side, if I move you over a little bit more, is Tim's tree. Hello Norman, thank you for joining us. Z, I'm currently using Streamlabs OBS. Steve, I think you've lost the pannier. He's actually very kindly lent it to me for as long as I need it, because he doesn't need. He's got another one at the moment, so you don't need both at the same time. But oh god, I get so distracted. Right, let's move this pannier first, and we're going to park that next to the rostrum. And there's no buffer stop on the end of that, so we'll just slide that forwards. That's what happens when you start reading the chat and you're not looking where you're going. What was there? There's a man in there as well. He can come out. So yeah, this is Tim's tree on the right hand side. As you can see, it's got a tree. Let me try and get a better angle of this as well, because I don't feel like it's getting its full glory at the moment. Let me pan the light onto it maybe. Is that any better? So I'll move this 25 out the way. We'll just let the S stock go round and round for now. Good evening, Alan. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing well. Well, it took a year, but I promised Ollie a tree last Christmas. Didn't give him a time frame on when he would do it. Well, yeah, it's here now. So better late than never. But it looks absolutely brilliant in this area. I think this is where it's going to go. It really breaks up the tunnel entrance nicely from the. Roger, yeah, drop me a message. Drop me a message after the stream if you can on Facebook, and I'm sure we can sort something out. where was I? The other addition I've got, if I turn the camera around here, so I haven't quite set up all the different angles yet, is I've now got the gate fitted in place. So it depends what kind of scene I want to do, whether I want the gate opened or closed. Yeah, Tim, feel free to drop the link to the tree. You're more than welcome. I think it's only fair people see how this this thing was created. So if I turn it to the side, so you can see the S-dot running behind it. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it really breaks up the sort of depth of view, if you like, from the tunnel entrance to just in front of us. If you look closely as well, there's a little man on a swing, and I've got another character as well that I think he's just over. Yeah, it's a chap on a scooter as well. So he needs to pop over there. Other new addition, as I mentioned before, is the Ruston. What I'll do is I'll bring that into shot as well. Bear with me. Just park the 25 in the headshot. And then we'll get the Ruston. This track probably needs a little bit of a clean as well. I've been spraying a lot of scenic glue over here. I have fitted a little driver to it as well. Switch the point, bring it back into shot. So what comments have I missed any? Scrapyard looks very good. Is the scrap from Goodwood Scenics? It is. Almost everything here. We'll give me a minute, Kev, and I'll show you what we've got going on here. But almost everything in this yard here is from Goodwood Scenics, and if you use Water Road, I don't get anything from it. It's just a link. Like I don't earn anything from it. It's just a discount link for you guys. You get 15% off if you use Water Road. So yeah, that's if you want to grab any of the Goodwood Scenic stuff. But let me bring the Ruston into shot. I definitely need to fit some kind of stay alive in here somehow. Haven't worked out how yet. So you can see in the bottom left there, you've got a chap with his arm hanging just out the side. I fit a little driver in there. And hardwire the chip into there as well, just to try and save some space, because there's really not much space inside there. Let's have a quick look at the comments. Quick drink of water. Ollie sent off for that walling, thank you. Well, this walling here is an absolute... all I've got left of this, actually, if I find it, aside all them small pieces there, that's the only piece I've got left of the upright stuff. Because of how much I've used of it. I've still got the bag of matches, the weathered matches. As you can see on the right hand side here, I need a pointy stick really for this kind of stuff, don't I? As you can see on the right hand side here, I've weathered these ones back a little bit, black a little bit, sorry, just to blend, to make it look like the coal had been there a little while. Sound fitted it yet? No chance, Richard. No chance I can fit that in there. Well, there's a couple of people in this chat that I know are capable of it, but not me. Is there a link to the discount? Digger, if you go on Goodwood Scenics, all you've got to type is Water Road at checkout, where it says, have you got a coupon code or a discount code? And you get 15% off. Like I said, I don't earn anything from it. It's just a discount code for you guys to use if you want to get any of these products. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put you onto the loading screen while I change the camera angle so we can get a better look at the scrapyard. And now if I bring you back into shot. So I'm trying to make sure I read the screen's behind me, so I'm trying to make sure I read all the comments. Does the wall come in O gauge as well? I don't think so. I hate to disappoint you. I mean, that'd be massive actually if you thought of the scale of O gauge and then how big those walls and sleepers would need to be. Have I missed someone's? Oh, Andy, good evening, mate. Thank you for dropping in. If one of my mods could drop a link to Goodwood Scenics, it won't be an affiliate link, as I said. It'd just be a link to their website, but if you use Water Road, you get 15% off. I'll run through a couple of the products. They've actually sent me another box out, but it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm hoping next stream there'll be even more bits and pieces added to it as well. I'll just run through everything that we've got on this scene here. I'll tell you what, it's so nice having trains running around like while you're doing stuff. It makes it way more interesting. So we'll start from, actually, let me move this back a little bit, because you're missing some of the stuff I've been working on at the front here. So all of these things here down the front are Goodwood Scenics, and as you can see, this skip comes with a detachable front lip if you want to do a particular scene. Some of you may know my layout isn't going to have any people or cars stuck down, and that's just because, say for example down here, the chap with the washing machines, if I want to film or take a picture of a particular scene, I would like to, perhaps like if I want to change it, then there's nothing stuck down. It'll only be the scenery. Vehicles and people won't be stuck down, and that just makes changing the scenes easier. Good evening, Donegal Dad. Donegal Dad, thank you for tuning in. So a couple of other bits that some of you guys might have seen. I know Eric has one of these. I think he has either the fridge freezer or the washing machine, one of the two. You've also got down the back here, you've got a pile of tyres, a pile of rubbish bags, some gas canisters, and then you've got the Goodwood Scenics 1mm grey ballast and the 1mm brown ballast. Still haven't decided what ballast I'd like to go for on this layout. There's things like Mouldy Raspberry, he uses the dark brown ballast, and I think that looks really nice, but obviously it puts it to a particular era, which is obviously just one of them things that you just have to put up with. As I said, there's another skip over here, and that's got a gas canister in it and some smaller rubbish bags. They come in individual packs as well if you don't want a whole pile of them. The signage at the back, if you look just here and here, that's actually from tracksidesigns.co.uk, and again I believe Wardle or Wardle Road gets you 10% off there as well. I haven't decided exactly what signs I'm going to put up there, which is why they're just kind of sitting there, but I definitely wanted something to take away from the rock edge along the back. So I haven't decided exactly what I want to do there. I know I want, as you can see, bits of foliage sticking up over the front here and here. I really want to kind of take away, which is what that tree does so well actually, it takes away from the fact that that's the end of the scene. Who have I missed? Chris, I don't know if I've said hello to you, but hello. Darryl, thank you for dropping in. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you very much. Timmy has dropped a link to the Facebook page. If you've been following, I'm not sure how many of you have, but if you've been following my daily Advent pictures, I put a picture up every day from the Notch Advent calendar, and so far we've had quite an interesting selection of figures, including a lot of musicians, which is interesting. Let's bring this Ruston out of the way again, and we'll bring the pannier back into view. I also just started getting that 08 working as well behind. Let me just park this back up. Honestly, cobalts, whoever invented cobalts, well, I think they're absolutely brilliant. Yeah, as I said, as I said, I post those pictures on Facebook, so if you are tuned into the, here's J94. If you are following my Facebook page, then you'll see them daily. It'd be quite cool to get a little cab light in the Ruston actually as well. Right, let's bring the pannier out. Now, as a lot of you know, this is possibly my favourite loco that I've ever had the chance to use on the railway. I think it's an absolutely brilliant piece of kit. Richard Hall, good evening mate, thank you for tuning in. March West Junction, good evening mate. Tim has dropped the link there as well, and if you haven't checked out Tim's video on that tree at the background, and then I certainly suggest you go and do that as well. You can drop that link again, Tim. And Eric, if you want to drop the link for how you put this beast together with all the lights, feel free to drop that as well. Eric did do an excellent video if you want to follow it. I haven't got the brains to do it myself, but as you can, I'm not sure how well you can see it as well, but there is a flickering firebox in there. I've got 41 in the house tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I have no idea how the likes are doing because I can't see it on this screen. But if you are enjoying, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And once again, thanks to Colin and Nuts and Bolts for their donations. As I was saying, as J94 just dropped in, J94 is a loco I would like on the layout. So as long as it's not engaged, feel free to send me links to where you think I can get a good one. I know AGR is doing some nice ones for around the £130, £140 mark. So I know I mentioned a couple of times on Facebook that I'd like to do some scenic stuff tonight. If I bring you guys back here, as you can see, this area down here is still grassless. I need to continue the sort of grass bed that I've done here all the way up to the end of the tarmac area. And then if I bring you guys to the left slightly, this is where the entrance will be. I would like to get some more of these uprights to continue along the back of here, just to break up the yard from the scrapyard area. And I've also got this hut here, which I'm going to be using as the sort of admin area, and I've got tables, chairs and all sorts of stuff in there as well for that. Tim, that is a backman pannier. It's not my pannier is down the end there on the left, and then Eric's is the one parked in front of us at the moment. As you can see, his is a lot nicer. Mike Pringle, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you in the chat. I know sometimes you just sit in the background lurking, but thank you for dropping a message in the chat. It's nice to see you. Yeah, as I said, I've got a full office interior in here. I've got a desk, I've got tables, chairs, everything, the lights, everything to go in there. So that's on the list of things to do. But obviously first I need to finish off this grass area. This isn't stuck down either, so this needs to go down. This is an interesting thing I actually had from the double O gauge depot, but again, Goodwood Scenic products in here. There's also some scale model scenery stuff. You've got their tube line fencing here, or I painted it yellow from the tube obviously. A couple of metal barrels, some traffic cones, and then all the rubbish underneath is Goodwood scenery as well, Goodwood Scenics. So I've got a few of them. I also have, fresh out of AGR model store, in his bargain basket section, I managed to pick these up for a couple of quid. Just some small trees which will sit along the back there. I also got, this may be one of the most underrated products, but I absolutely love these things. The model scene dustbins. Now I'm sure a few of you have probably used these before. Do let me know in the comments if you have done, but I think these are so underrated for what, I know they're dustbins, but for the cost, I think they were £1.50 or something. And I use these and I've used them on every single layout, and they're just such an easy thing to add, which just gives that little bit of extra detail, whether you've got one chucked in a river or one in the back of a skip. And obviously because their lids are separate as well, you can have stuff in them. It just makes modelling so much easier. And the final thing I've got is a pack of tulips. I'd like to have some wildflowers down the front here. As you can see, where's my pointy stick gone? I've already started adding some wildflowers here, and there's also some dry bushes down here as well. Let me just come back to the chat quickly and read this, because video sorted. We'll have a new tree video for this weekend. Sounds good. I hope if I've missed you, do say hello again. Alan, hello mate, thank you for joining. What are you saying really to? Are you I'll get so lost with this chat. Let me just go up and see, make sure I haven't missed any messages. Underground Eric, yeah, Backman L92. Oh, that's your panel. If I missed your message, just put it in again. Going to the dogs. Hello mate, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Well, 45 in tonight. Thank you all for choosing my stream to come watch some. Well, we'll get some scenes done shortly, but I was trying to explain what I've got going on so far. I'm just going to put you into the loading screen, so I'm going to give you a slightly higher up view now, so we can have a little bit better look at the tree and the things behind these wagons. Give me 2 seconds. Bear with me a minute. Let's bring you back into there. John, good evening mate. Me and Jen are watching. Hello to you and Jen. I hope you're both doing well. So there's a little bit more of an aerial view here. And again, I don't know what it is, but it's something. Let me move this panel out of the way a second. Sorry, we're going to have to move this so we can see what we're... Guys, let me know if the noise is too much of the S-Stock going around as well, and I'll turn the sound off on it. I have no idea what the audio is like for that coming through at the moment. So, there's a couple of bits here from various companies actually. These two here, actually Backman, I believe they're Backman 1 ton bags, and all I've done there is add a little bit of extra ballast to the top of them. Behind them here is some gas canisters from Goodwood Scenics. I've added some broken these beams up here just to make it look like sort of the fence has been there a very long time. Eric, it is the S-Stock squeaking, mate. John, you reckon you could fit sound in that? If you can, then you have to drop me a message, because that'd be brilliant little job. That I need to stay alive in it if there's anything you can do. Eric, it is the S-Stock squeaking, mate. Actually, what we'll do is we'll bring that in for a minute and bring out something else. Evening Mark, thank you for tuning in. Love the details, thank you very much mate. Gaming Yosh, hello mate, thank you, and you. Well, welcome to the channel, and feel free to subscribe if you're enjoying. Let me just park this S-Stock up quickly and we'll get the coal wagons moving. It is a bit squeaky actually, that S-Stock is. Gonna, at the moment all the points are on the cobalts except the ones going into the feeder yard, because I do like some manual control, so it's quite nice to have just the lever there if I want to bring the train into the programming track. So let's take this back the other way. So this is now going to run underneath the workbench and it'll be stored under there until I bring it out again. Right, so that's back in, and what we're going to do now is we're going to just reverse the coal train out there. We could put the panel. Should we put Eric's sound panel on the front of the coal rake and get some sound of that going around? That'd be quite nice. That's what you guys would like to see. Let me just reverse it out first. sorry for the view there, guys. I'm just going to reverse this out and then I'll carry on discussing the scrapyard area. Hi Fred's Rails, thank you for tuning in. Again, if I have missed your comment, I've only got a small section of comments, so if I have missed it, just put it again and I'll read it. Hello Jack's Miniature Trains, thank you for tuning in. What we're going to do actually, we're going to uncouple this here, and then let's bring out Eric's pannier. Oh, sorry for the arm in the way. And then we want to put this train back over here. And we want to change that point, that point, that point. Then get the pannier. I don't know how well you can hear it from there, but hopefully you guys can hear the... what have I missed? Game Rush, you the guy that did the 5? Yes, that's me. As Tim says, yeah, that's me. Sorry if I missed your comments. The yard here looks fabulous. Thank you very much, Anthony. I'll continue. Can you talk us through the detailed parts in the yard? Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I'm just going to get this going around the layout. The sound on this is just phenomenal. It's one of the best sound locos I think I've ever used. Possibly one of my favourite locos, I think that. Right, so while that's running around, just quickly check the comments. Wow, Warder, you have made some real progress. You're making me look like a slow guy. No, don't. I've just been spending a lot of time in this, but I haven't been too well recently, so I've been trying to get in here when I can. Well, Eric, it's not struggling at all with all these coal wagons, and they're all full of real coal as well. So yeah, we've got a nice aerial view here. Let me just move you along to this end of the scrapyard. As you can see, there's a rather large gap down the back here. That still needs to be filled in. Evan, thank you for tuning in. And Gaming Yosh, thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and hit the thumbs up if you enjoy what you see. So over here, I believe these tyres here are actually scale model scenery ones, and they're the ones made up of 3 parts. Again, a nice little kit. And then behind here, you've got what I've actually done here, which is something I've never attempted before, is to make my own mud, if you like. And what I've used to do that is, let me grab it a second. It's got to this stage now where everything's had to be labelled up into boxes because I get so confused. Yes, so to make that mud, what I've actually done is I've got, again, Goodwood Scenics. They've pretty much kitted out this whole scrapyard. Oh, lost focus. I've used some of this, it's in this wagon actually. It's like metal swarf, as you can see some of it there. And what I've done is I've mixed that with some weathering powders, wet it slightly with a paintbrush, and then just pushed it up to the edge of, we're going to focus, and pushed it up to the edge of these pipes and things down here, and it just makes it, gives it a little bit more, makes it like the areas used regularly, but the stuff here has been left here quite a while. Again, this is just, again from AGR, this actually, I've got 2 of these, I've got that one. And I also got an open one because I'm quite keen to do some some scenes. As I said, I don't want anything too static on here. So I've got a couple of them. The pipes here are different size pipes again, or most of it's Goodwood Scenics. The washing machine I've weathered down and chucked to the back of the pile. Now, at one of the depots I work at, they've actually got a boat. Someone took a boat there on a trailer to work on it in the depot, and it's actually been left behind a substation for quite some time now. I would like to feature maybe a boat down in this section here, or somewhere on here, just as a funny reminder. I've got a picture of it as well somewhere, so I'll try and find that and put it on the Facebook. Hi, do you have any Thomas the Tank Engines? I'm afraid I don't, mate, sorry. It's good to keep things reasonably organised, even if it's for a scrap. Yeah, I don't know what it is about doing these kind of scenes, but I just thrive off doing this stuff. So, what I've got over here, the base is real coal, sort of a coarse, I'm not sure what millimetre, and then over the top I've just got some, I think it's fine coal or fine ash or something over the top of that, and then I've soaked it through and then sprayed it with some WWS layering spray, and that's just keeping it, obviously, so it looks like it's all loose, but it's all stuck down completely. Mark says, managed to get my layout in the Hornby magazine February. Very well done. I will look out for that. The only Hornby magazine I've ever bought so far was actually the most recent one, because I wanted to have a read up of Graham Lakeside's layout, and a lot has changed actually since I've last went. So it was good to see that. And I think it was a 4 or 8 page spread or something. It was really good. So chap down here, he's from the calendar, the notch calendar, and again some slightly cleaner washing machines, some rusty rail, and some foliage from Wooden Scenics. So I think it would be fair enough now to get on with some scenery. So let me just sort the camera angle out. Let me just put you on the loading screen. Give me 2 seconds whilst I sort the angle out for this. I don't want to give you guys a headache spinning the camera round and round and round. And then we'll transition back to that. Yeah, Daryl, I've got that digital sound pull out as well. I was actually reading that downstairs in front of the telly last night. Some interesting stuff in there. I can, Eric, but I've only got 2 cameras set up at the moment. I've only got this one, and then obviously the main one as well. So the area I want to look at for the rest of this, again, this is a Transport Treasures vehicle. The reason I like these is because you can pop the bonnet up on them, and I've weathered this down. I've also got a couple of unweathered ones on my shelf up here as well. And only a couple of quid each, so if you ever see one of them at a exhibition, if we ever have an exhibition again, definitely grab one of them. And then let's move all this stuff out the way. Oh, these storage baskets as well, again from Goodwood Scenics. These are absolutely brilliant. These are, I think they're printed by 3D Printing or 3D Printing Corner, and then Goodwood Scenics weather them up. I've got a few more of them on the way as well. And then this is, I think I've seen this at a show. I do miss the railway. I do miss the exhibitions. I think I picked this up at an exhibition as well. I've got a few of these, and it's just like barriers for the middle of motorways and stuff. But I'm going to use it here to mark out my little car park area. What was the make of those cars? These, actually, what I'll do is I'll pan up quickly, and you guys can see my wall of cars. You can't see it very well, but I've got a wall of OO gauge cars up there. And you've got some Transport Treasures. Yeah, they're mainly Transport Treasures actually. And there's a couple of other bits in there. Some Oxford stuff, like I've got the trailer. Yeah, Oxford trailer. Goodwood Scenics does great bits and pieces. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's all I tend to use now is that and WWS, to be honest with you. Can't seem to go wrong with all of that lot. So as I was saying, for this I will be using none other than the WWS Pro Grass applicator with the larger head on the top of it. The 2 grasses I'll be using are 4mm dead, give it that nice brown look, and 2mm spring as a base layer. It's nice to have the lighter grass coming up, as you can see. I don't know how well you can see it, but in my next video, I think the next video is going to be about an hour long, so, and when you do see it, make sure you grab a cup of tea, because it's going to be a full scenic build and track plan and running set. It's going to be a whole, it's going to be a big video. So I'll go in more detail then as to how I do the static grass. I'll also be using WWS basing glue, WWS static grass layering spray, and this should allow me to complete this strip down here fairly simply actually. So we're going to do this and then we'll move on. What's the time? I don't want to leave. Oh wow, we're already at 9:20 already. I didn't realise what time we were at. Let's see how much we get done, and then we might carry on. If it gets too late, then we'll just call it a night. Thank you very much, Edward. It's very kind of you. So what we're going to do, I'm sure you guys have done static grass before most of the time. Well, most of you probably have. We're going to get a brush, wet the brush slightly, because this glue is very, very tacky, as I'm sure a lot of you know. And then we're going to just take this the whole way along. I'm not too fussed if the grass goes a little bit on the curb either, because I want it to start looking like it's growing where it shouldn't be. And take this all the way up to the end. And then with a paintbrush, I'm just going to guide it into all the areas, including the edges, bringing it right up to the edge. As you can see, there's a brown layer of underlay painting here as well. Take that right up to the edge. Just to let you guys know as well, I will be live next Wednesday at 8 PM. So set your reminders for that. I'll try and get a stream thing up soon so you can click the reminder button on it. But that's when I'll be streaming next. Will there be intermissions in the next video? Only YouTube ads, which if you've got an ad blocker you can skip. Scrapline, thank you very much for Ollie doing anything has an element of danger. No, one thing I love, and if you guys have been here from the very, very start, I love doing scenics. Track work I'm no good at, baseball building I'm no good at, fitting sound in trains I'm no good at, but scenics I absolutely love, which is one of the reasons why I was dying to get my hands on one of Tim's trees, and hopefully you guys see how good a product, see how good a finish he's done with that. So, next up, we're going to grab the applicator, and this is where it gets a bit messy. We're going to start with a 2mm spring. Yeah, this stuff, static grass gets absolutely everywhere, but luckily, because I've got a room in here, Tian doesn't notice the mess, so I think we'll be doing alright. Now you don't want to fill this up too much, because you want the static to be able to build up. Just enough in there. This glue's going to start going off shortly. It can't take too long. Just spotted the 08, and yeah, the rusting is absolutely micro compared to the 08. So I want to put that on top like that. Make sure I haven't missed any comments before I go ahead and do this. I thank you very much, Flying Mo, for dropping the link. Ollie loves Tim's trees. That's what. Nice to see you in, Tim from the Scrapline as well. I know you've been off the old YouTube scene a little while. Well, this is only 2mm as well, by the way, guys, so you might find it a little bit difficult to see it standing up. We're going to have to top it up a couple of times because the 2mm comes out so quickly. See that? All of that in there gone already. So you've got to really sort of overdo it with the smaller stuff, just to get a nice base layer before we go over the top with the 4mm. Get that one there. And hopefully you guys can start to see a sort of a green layer appearing. Don't worry about any of the grass on the tarmac. I don't know how much of that's changed already. Don't ask for one. It's Tim, we'll have a look at the tree again in a second. Absolutely brilliant. So pleased with it. Now to the camera, obviously 2mm, as I say, you wouldn't notice it standing up too well. But in the next video you should be able to see the difference. Should have been live this week. Ollie ended up watching that rubbish at the Bet 360. Oh mate, don't. When I see him miss that penalty, oh my gosh. Going to the dogs, luckily that's what Hoover's for. Yeah, no, Tim's done a wonderful job with the tree. We'll pan over to that in a second once if we have time to get onto the hillside tonight. I don't know if we will. As I say, I don't want to take up too much of you guys this evening. So that's enough of the 2mm. Again, I don't want it to be too. Where is it? I don't want it to be too bright. Let me just find the brush to sweep these bits away. Like I said, don't worry about it going on the concrete too much. It's not the end of the world. Because this stuff has still got static in it, built up in it. Even when you brush over, it's not all of it wants to move. Tim, I don't know if you, it's well noticeable already. That's good. It's Monday with Jenny and Friday with Wardle. Anymore? Alan, I'll be live next week. I'll be live on Wednesday instead of Friday because I'm not actually scheduled to work on Wednesday, so I can actually bring back Wardle Wednesdays. As I said, if I'm working on a Wednesday, the stream will be on a Friday. Is the tree going on the hill? I think I'm going to keep the tree where it is because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not sure if you were in at that point, but it really does break up the tunnel. It gives a bit of depth to the layout before actually reaching the back. It kind of breaks up this end scene here. I'll lower the camera down in a minute so we can actually look at that a little bit better. But back to the grass. So for the next bit, you're going to want a piece of paper. So we're using the spray glue. And what you want is a very light coat of spray glue over the top of the 2mm. And then make sure you clean it out afterwards, just so the glue's not stuck in the nozzle. And normally if you use a piece of paper as well, I tend to... have we got a camera freeze? Oh, we're still here? Can anyone hear me? Don't know if you just missed that, but I've just sprayed some glue, and I normally use the tackiness of the paper to work out if I've got enough down. I'm not sure if I've lost you guys, but if you're still here, drop a hello. The camera just froze for a second there. So next up we're going to go for the 4mm dead. Now this is what really brings it to life, and a few layers of this can really change what this scene looks like. So we're going to get as much of this in here as we can without over packing it. Spread it around at the bottom, and then like so. So that laying spray's had a couple of seconds to now I'm not sure how well again you can see this, but the tones should really start changing now. You should really start to lose that horrible light green that you'll get stuck with if you just leave the 2mm, and already that's run out. So he misses what you say when he refills his glass, possibly. Let's just do another spray of that stuff, and then another sweep. Like I said, I am expecting a rather large parcel as well from Goodwood Scenic, with some really exciting products that they've got in there, which should really help bring this area even more to life. I'm just going to go over the 4mm again with the spray glue. And you see the tips of the grass going that sort of white frosty colour, that means the glue has really settled on it. Clean out the nozzle. Now I think I ended up doing about 3 layers of the 4mm over the previous section, but I'm hoping may have put a little bit too much in there that time. Hang on a second. Let's move it about. See, I've actually put so much in there, it's clogged itself up. So I might have to do this in 3 goes. No, that's a bit better. Oh, there we go. That's a lot better actually. You need to make that static build up. It's got nothing to do with the crocodile clip being in the glue. That's just a myth. Now I don't know how well you can see that on the camera. Let me bring you down. Let me just change the screen quickly and bring you down to the height of the grass. 2 seconds. And then switch back. So hopefully there you can start to see the height difference in the grass. If I bring the person over, there's some areas where it's a little bit taller. There's some areas down here where it's a little bit lower. Let's just read the comments quickly. It's not hairspray. It is hairspray is not permanent. This glue, this static spray glue, is permanent. Hi James Hardy, thank you for tuning in. Is the stream lagging? If it is, we might call it a day because we've been going for quite a while already. Are we still audio and video still good? You guys can let me know quickly, and we'll go for a little bit longer. That's it, scrap line. No, I don't think that's too. I don't think the grass there is too high. Actually, I think that's a. Oh, that camera is. Oh. Are we still all good? I have no idea. Hello Tian, thank you for tuning in. Oh, I mean you're downstairs, but loud and clear. Oh, it's okay, as long as it's working for some of you. So that's 4mm on there, and I don't think we'll go too overboard. I might want to do a little bit down here again later on, but that can be done at another time. And then I'm just going to sweep off all of this excess. What I find the best thing to do is to sweep up the floor and hoover it up another time. I'm not sure if all of you have the luxury to be able to do that, but and the other thing I wanted to do as well was to get this barrier in place. I'm not dropping it on the floor. And that's going to sit along here somewhere like that to act as a yeah, it appears maybe the camera quality is dropping a little bit. Let me just double check it on my phone, see how it's coming through. We'll go a couple more minutes, but I think if the internet quality is dropping a bit, then we'll. What's the time? We might leave it. Nearly 9 o'clock anyway. So what I want to do here is get this glued in with the power of some Gorilla Glue. This Gorilla Glue gel is absolutely brilliant stuff. And then this area here will be where I park vehicles, all these little bits and pieces, some skips. Etc, etc. Bye Ollie, I have to head off now. Bye everyone, hit the like button. Thank you very much. Thank you Leslie for tuning in. Right, what I'll do is quickly, let me switch one more time. We'll just have another look at Tim's tree and the coal yard because someone has complained about the dust. Right, give me 2 seconds guys. Just switch this over. Do that, do that. So as you can see here, we've had the train passing it a couple of times. This is Tim's, if you notice, because obviously without that tree there, I'll move that out of the way, there's just no height left to the layout once it comes off the mountain or the hillside area. But by putting that in there, you get a lovely sort of breakaway from the, oh the guy's swinging around as well. And now you've got Eric's piano in the background. But yeah, let me just switch the camera back to the main one. Yeah, what's the time? Right, 9 o'clock. I think I'll leave it there for tonight. I think the camera quality is dropping a little bit. Oh, Belmont Junction's just come back. I just want to say a huge thank you to Nuts and Bolts and Colin White for the £20 and the $20 donation. That will go straight back into another loco or something around here. Not the cheapest place to be buying things here, but I'm only messing. Huge thank you to everyone who's donated. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. I'm sorry about the quality dropping at the end. Hope you guys like the fact I can run trains around the whole way now. And hopefully I will have a video out. Hopefully I'll have a video out in the next couple of weeks, which will be a big bumper episode with lots of scenics and trains running and sort of in-depth look at other bits and pieces. Other than that, please do take care of yourself. If you've got any feedback, just drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram. You can check the quality. Oh, Robert's train set. So I didn't even see you drop in there, mate. Thank you for tuning in. No, your quality is just as good. I've no issue with anyone's stream quality, really. Actually, I think mine's dropped off a little bit though. But other than that, oh, that's Tim's artwork. Photography up there as well. So. But yeah, thank you for all tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the sort of new format of the live streams, just doing some scenics and having some trains running around. I really appreciate all of you tuning in. We've had all the usuals in tonight, plus some extras, which has been really nice. What else have I got? There's some other stuff. Yeah, I'm live Wednesday. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. We've just gone over 2,000 followers, I think, on Instagram, which is Water Road. Facebook, over 4,000 Water Road. And we just hit 4.3k on YouTube. So once again, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a lovely evening. My voice is starting to go a bit now actually, so I'm going to go have a rest. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you all Wednesday. See you later, guys.